We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And a signal there for the fair catch. So this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, right?
Throwing to start the drive. Stanford swinging this out for Pollard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Stanford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First down 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
To about the 26 here. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's in...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an air.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Off the play fake. Stanford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got it.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Oh, he fakes a spike. No, but it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, it's Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually actually have to reach him? Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off play action. Stanford.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The Cowboys at 7-8 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faith.
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And his kick is indeed good. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Stanford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Loss of 5 brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Stanford. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners are going on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively.
just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw is Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
On the set. Hey, check mega. Slide 2.
Like a steamroller, baby!
Back to throw. Stanford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Prescott on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Busts through the tackle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball long distance.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Ready?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
He's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott to throw it. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's into space past the 25. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Prescott. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Here's Prescott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. But on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Pollard will take it up the gut. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 25 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14. And the 49er first down.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stanford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Dak.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.